I don't want to create or show myself today. So, um, I welcome beautiful people. We are again on another Queen Inspired set, and this is the domestic abuse series, and it's another podcast series. And for today, as I said, I'm joined with the beautiful ladies here with me, the sassy, the goddess. I call them the goddess of goddesses. Like you girls are looking. I'll start from introduction for my far left.
Cotton Fresh. I'm Lucia.
Lucia
Yeah.
and
And hi, I'm Ilari.
Larry.
And I'm Lance for that.
Yes, for that. So it's for that. Hilary and Lucia.
Yeah.
So first of all, welcome to another Quay Inspire set.
Okay, thank
And
you.
today we have to continue again another series. Um, for me, this is something that has been long overdue, like I usually say. That has been a topic that we should keep on preaching out to people because
Yeah,
a lot of people have been suffering through abuses,
obviously.
and it's been a global issue now.
Sure,
Exactly.
very
It's a
It's
global
global.
everywhere.
concern. I
Mhm.
I once said in the past episode that I feel this should be a global emergency. Yes, because we see what the reaping effect of abuse has caused within our society, and because of the little societal norms that has been instilled within this generation, and we see a lot of suicide that has been taking place, people taking off their own life based
Yeah.
on abuse and trauma they suffered, maybe in relationship, some family, some within the work. And I'm so intrigued for today's topic because we will be talking about um some other aspect of abuse, not
Okay.
only from the homes. And today we'll be focusing on three different aspects. We'll be
Okay.
focusing on those bullies and abuses from the workplace, because mostly for me, I believe these are places that we spend the most of our times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we spend 80% of our lifetime within our working place, and it should be conducive
That's for
enough
the
for
working
us.
Enough.
class.
Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, even if you're doing your business, for those who are within the petty trading business, even if you're going out there to sell your business,
Domestic abuse rate in there. They're in different ages and levels.
yes,
If it's workers level, yeah, it's 80%. If it's about school, because like this domestic violence is everywhere. Let's just say violence. Even being domestic or not domestic, it's just violence because violence can be words or action. It's just all as you were saying, it's an emergency because I can't lay my hands on a place that violence is not taking place. It's either physical or non-physical, but there is violence.
for me, it beats my imagination. It beats my. I feel so emotional whenever I have to talk about this because one way
Right?
or the other, people
Your
we might
victim.
have facing something like we might have been a primary witness to an abuse in one way or the other. Maybe we ourselves or people that we are close to, and
Yeah,
we see the reaping effect on the tone that he has on those people. But to keep the ball rolling,
obviously.
I will start with for that. For that, in general norms, what's your take about abuse in general?
Well, I, I think abuse is just the abuser way of showing off power over the victim and crippling them psychologically, emotionally, and most of it is physical one. But people normally don't talk about the psychological effects of it,
Sure.
and because people don't detect the aspects of it. But I
Okay.
think the physical bruises or physical abuse doesn't like it's pain, but I think the psychological one or emotional one hits more because it leaves trauma, people depression, and it can also lead to suicide. And that's the thing I think we need to focus on because the psychological aspects of it is like draining and frustrating, and nobody wants to talk about it. Like they only care about the physical aspect, maybe the assault, the bruises and pain you feel, but mentally it is very draining. Like it's killing
Sure,
people.
sure. Because
Yeah.
for me, I usually say the physical aspect of it has a immediate keeping effect on people because it shows.
Yeah.
There are signs, there are evidence of this abuse
Yeah.
that you can see. They are visual, but like you rightly said, the mental aspect of
It's a
this
bit.
abuse, people
Yeah.
don't seem to see them coming. Like you don't see them
Actually,
coming.
unless
At
this
all.
person has to say it, because I can be mentally abused here, but if I don't say it, you can't tell.
Sure,
It's either I put it on my facial expression or my mood, then you will start noticing even that. Maybe if I'm not comfortable around you, I will still won't express myself.
sure,
So, like, how long or how well can I control that? That's where the impact comes in. How will
sure.
that impact me? Will it impact? My sister was here saying suicide. Will I feel like the best solution is for me to end my life, for me to do suicide?
And I believe it's more time. Like,
And sorry, I beg to add to what Lucia just said.
okay,
Like most times people don't talk about it.
Exactly. That's
The
what I
mental
was saying.
aspect of it. Like she just said, people don't tell people about it because they feel they are not safe talking about it, or the abuser convince them that what they are going through is okay, and they believe, and they are being controlled. For me, abusers and manipulators and kind of a narcissist people.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And
And also, yeah, speaking of domestic violence, some people have fall victim of being affected of domestic violence since they were a child.
Yeah.
So domestic
Yeah.
violence starts right from early childhood. Some they experience is due to what they see happening in their family.
Mm.
For instance, domestic abuse, some may say it's just based on one gender, especially the woman.
okay,
But ultimately, it's not just based on the woman.
It's no longer a
Men
gender
too,
basis.
it's just
no,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
both genders are facing
facing
it.
it,
First, yeah,
yes.
thank
Yeah.
you.
But
Whosoever the
clear,
perpetrator or the victim,
yes,
an abuse is an abuse.
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter the gender.
It doesn't matter the gender. Some people out there think that women suffer the most, but
Maybe I would
still,
say they think that way because they think women are the
we
big
say
victim.
big
big
victims and
victims.
aggressive.
But for
Yeah.
me, I see domestic violence. The ones who suffer it the
Have
most
children.
are the children. For me,
Yeah.
That's
the
wow.
children, because
So
But if we're going
yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yes.
this,
Mhm.
children are not just the most people who suffer from these abuses.
what
I understand what she's trying to say. Now it's the aftermath
Mm.
of those abuses. So for instance, if you grew up as a child within an abusive home or within an abusive family, it has the tone immediately on the children because um it's either the children learn from that in the future. That's why most abusers they started it from their
From childhood.
childhood.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
either they
Yeah.
witness abuse when they were young
young,
and they're trying to. So I understand where you're coming from.
yeah,
So for today, what actually set our pace for today? So I we had a feedback from the previous episodes,
Okay.
and there was, for the sake of privacy, we'll call her Apple.
Okay.
Okay, so she will be named Apple
Apple.
throughout.
What's wrong with
Yes,
it?
yes. So for sake of privacy,
Okay.
so we had Apple who contacted after the previous episode,
Okay.
and she spoke about what she's going through, and for her, it's about her workplace. And
Oh,
yes, and like I said initially, there are many times our workplace we get bullied
yeah,
exactly.
sure,
Okay.
exactly.
by our
You know what
superiors.
hurts the most
Mm.
about workplace bullying? See those action doesn't just last during the working hours, honestly. It
Sure,
goes way beyond.
sure, because it
Because it
tells.
keep playing in your mind. Like, let's say I'm in a workplace, maybe I came late for work. At least as my boss or my superior, should be worried like, Lucia, why you late? Let there be concern, let the conversation flow. But don't come to work. Maybe you have your issue at home and then come and bash at me just like that. And the next minute you expect me to smile at you, do the work properly. No. I'll be mentally down.
Do you know that many bosses, when they do short to their subordinate, they don't tend to understand that they are doing it.
Mm.
So for Apple's
Is it
case,
being
I
diligent about it that doing it wrong, or they tend to neglect it, that they feel like what they are doing is right, even though they know it's not right?
sure, that's to me, for me now, I would say something, yeah. Even within my work setting, I tell people I spend 90% or 80% of my day at work because I go to work as early as 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't leave my work till 7, 8 in the evening.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
coming back home, I do that 5 times a day, a week, 5 times a week. So I literally spend my entire time at the
at the
office.
office.
And I believe this place is supposed to be my comfort zone. It should be
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
safe
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 space.
Your
space.
safe
space. Yeah,
I
space,
have to feel
comfortable and
comfortable
secure,
being there.
and also being respected.
expected.
But I think in the workplace, women suffer more than men. Women are more vulnerable because they are accustomed to sexual abuse.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
Yeah,
accustomed to probably sexual harassment from their heads
family
of
bosses.
departments or
Yeah,
their bosses or supervisors and stuff.
Exactly.
And that's drained them mentally.
Sure.
That
sure.
gets to them psychologically because I think the gender stuff is trying to build a world wherein women are encouraged to go to work, have their own say in their own life,
Yeah.
what's
Have
what's
control
best
of
for them, and
their
have
Control.
own.
control. So these things are there, like the abuse are there to cripple it because, like I said, if I'm a woman and I want to work, I'm doing my best, I know my job, and then let's say my boss wanna have fun with me
Sure.
or sexually harassing me. Do you think I will feel safe to go to the office? Do you think I want to work?
Are there complaint
Lots
mechanism
and
channels
lots of
there?
it.
They
Are there
have
complaint
Lots
complaints.
of
channels?
it.
But you
They
see,
complain.
as she was saying before, it was just the women who are being abused at the workplace. But I can tell you for sure, some of this harassment that she's saying, men are also going
Go
through
through
it.
it. Yes.
But it's
But
a 60
let's
and
just say,
40%.
Danny
Women
here
suffer more
go to
60%
you
of
and
it.
say, "Hey, Fodiet,
Mm.
Larry is harassing me." Honestly, you laugh at him.
I'm not.
Honestly,
You will.
I'm
you
not.
laugh.
Maybe
You will have the courage to tell you.
for
To start
small-minded
with,
people,
he
they
won't
will laugh
have the
at
courage
him.
to say because you feel like
Why?
he won't be bold enough.
But this is a
Because
modern society, and
it's
people
not
are
about being
open
modern
Where,
no,
society.
people
where,
are open it,
It's not.
are
It's
for
open
not
them.
to
about
it.
the society. It's not about the century we are in. It's about him being bold enough. We are ladies, like we can speak up. But he can't, honestly. It's only like a bold man, a stronger man, not only strong, but a stronger man
Sure.
to voice your things out.
Thank you.
Yeah, most
But it is happened
most
also
men
to
give
them.
in to it. Most
Hardly
men will
happen.
gladly
Even if it
accept
happens to
it.
be his colleague man.
No,
I'm
Honestly,
just
like,
saying,
even
hold
our
on.
men won't.
I'm just
You
saying,
see,
hold
for
on,
them,
yeah. Hold on. For me, I'm not like going on a gender-based something or
Yeah.
discrimination or type of thing or
Uh-huh.
something. I'm just saying women suffer more. Men maybe I would say 80 to 20% because I said just now 60 to 40. So let me reduce it. 80% of women
We're having
suffer.
the ratio down.
Yes,
Okay.
no, for
80%
them.
of
I'm feeling
women
safe now.
suffer being
Safe.
abused in the workplace.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure of it.
Sure.
the reason
Sure.
why I say it's you're grading it that way is because of ladies do speak up.
Yeah. So why men don't
But
speak up?
as well, not all
As I was
ladies.
saying, they don't only think about telling you, but they also think about
But
being with
I can sit
them.
here now and tell you, Lucia,
You can do that.
men,
And I will give you.
most men, I'm not saying all men,
Mm.
most men will
Mm.
gladly jump at that opportunity.
Opportunity.
to
So
do it. If I can say,
Mm.
unless I'll say on movies I've seen men do, even in movies, very real to see. Rather for in real life, I've never
Let's
witnessed a hard
let's
shot.
drop it
so
another
let's
day.
set now. Yeah,
I,
you
I'm
wanted to say
sorry
something,
to
yeah.
cut you. Like, we're talking about ladies and men, like those in the hierarchy position in the offices.
Obviously.
Okay.
Where are we also forgetting the workers, the staff, domestic staffs working in that office, the
They're
cleaners?
all workers.
They're all
We
workers,
didn't
yes,
grade
but
the position. We
when,
are talking
what?
about all walks of life as long as you're a worker.
Yes, you're a worker.
Yeah.
But what we are saying here was like men being attacked by women and women being attacked by men.
Yeah.
We are also forgetting about the cleaners, the ones that clean the office for us. Do you know that some employers, whether a front desk officer, he can give out a domestic violence act to a cleaner.
Exactly.
So,
And
so
obviously,
want
and
to-
let me quickly
Shopping
finish
price.
just
It's
for
not a
short.
I want
workspace
to
we are
understand
talking about
something. I
here.
want to understand something.
Yeah.
Hilary. So, what the bone of contention is about which gender suffers it the
More.
most. So
Yeah.
And I
mostly,
can say we can't
mostly,
create it because
We can't
we are not
rate
the
it. You know
actual
why?
person to do that
Not
rating.
everybody. You see, this
Honestly.
spoken. There are spoken words. There are unspoken words. Maybe I can't pull up that spirit to confide in you to tell you that, hey, Danny,
Exactly what
manager
I was
X or
saying.
Y is
Making advances.
making
at
advances
them.
at me.
okay.
Okay, wait. I
Similarly,
want
you
to
two
ask
can't.
something,
Some
Larry
people.
and Danny. This abuse that we are talking about, it is about just about sexual harassment.
Harassment. No.
No.
So
No.
that's why I
It's
said
not
we.
about.
What's
It's
so-
about.
okay, you can look like this and say, oh
No.
gosh, you like something like that. So look at her.
Do you know?
Sexy. Maybe she felt offended with that word sexy. It's an abuse.
So
Do you know?
can we?
Or
Danny,
maybe she's
please,
starting like
exactly.
it.
My stomach
That's
is-
also an
Do
abuse.
you know? Do you know? Me being your boss. For instances, we can take for a very big instance. Not all managers have that very good result, but
Okay.
when it comes to their staffs, their
Yeah.
team members, maybe for instance, Danny is my boss. He might be having, but
Okay.
I am having a degree paper.
Okay.
But when it comes in terms of working and all, though he has the
The
experience and
experience.
all, I have more experience than him. I can perform more than him.
Okay, so we are talking about the pulling down syndrome as an
The-
abuse within the office, being intimidation,
That's-
counseling. So I
that's
love the
That's
fact.
what
comes
I'm
in.
trying to say.
So
Because of
I know ladies are hot in the studio. So what I'll do is we'll go out for a break. We'll take 5, and at the end of the day, we'll come back again to set the tone for this. Okay.
We'll be
So
hurry up for it.
VSG, just keep tuned. We're going out for a 5 minutes break, and we'll get you.
I'm still waiting for your response.
So for me personally, I feel like everybody or everyone within the workspace is equally important, no matter
Okay.
what the role is. The little things you do within the workspace count, and it
Yeah.
has an output. Okay, whether within your business or within the office. So I just feel like it's high time that we all raise an eyebrow to that and let the awareness go around that there are different forms of those abuse that happens within the office space,
Yeah,
and
sure.
we should find coping mechanisms, or the HR department should find coping mechanisms
Yeah.
and a report line structure, whether it can be a suggestion box, whether it can be a complaint line, as much as it's private. Like you rightly said, men are afraid to come up.
Yeah.
And for that made mention of something, say some men do want to accommodate it because especially when it comes to sexual abuse within the workspace. But whether the man or a woman being abused sexually, emotionally, being pressured in work, or being pulled down for them to feel less of themselves, it's something that should not exist within our workspace, and we need to abolish that and create an awareness of it. Yeah. So for me, from that point, I want us to even throw a light on another form of abuse that has to do with controls.
Hmm.
This is deep. This is really deep. So for me, honestly, I was speaking with someone
Okay.
that let me understand one thing. This individual said, I say mostly the perpetrators of abuse, when they are controlling, do not tend to even see themselves as if they are controlling, and that they are
Obviously.
manipulative spirits.
Yeah.
And people do manipulate when it comes to abuse in that aspect. I don't know. I want to take our thoughts individually. What is our personal thoughts about control when it comes to abuse?
Well, control is a very, very deep one here. So, like you said, the abuser doesn't even really notice they're controlling or they're manipulating their victims. But what
Sure.
from I'm not saying this from personal experience, but from people I have seen experience such things.
Okay.
The worst part of that is that it makes you question your reality. And we hear most of the time people say, oh, you know you're going through this, and you know this is not what you deserve, but you're still there. But what people don't understand here is mentally it's draining.
Sure.
And this manipulation and control from these abusers tend to hit us very hard. And it makes you, like I said, question your reality. You're in conflict with your mind because you know what you're going through is wrong. You know you're suffering, but there is this thing that makes you stick. And most of the time, these abusers have something holding on to something. Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can tell you, sometimes people, the abusers can say they are sorry for their actions. They can say, oh, I did this because of this. They can even gaslight their victim. And because of that gaslighting, this victim tends to say, oh, maybe I did wrong. Maybe I said this to him that makes this person react this way towards me. And let me try to change myself. Let me try to work on myself. And this is where the questioning comes in. Like, okay, let me stay and see how best I can make myself better for this person to like me and not to behave the way this person is behaving towards me.
I usually say something, say it's
Yeah.
never too late to start all over again. People thinking like I should not because of the number of years that
Okay.
I've supposed
About
put in.
what she's saying is like, let's say someone abuse you, and like instead of you taking control, maybe if that individual make fake promises to you that I will improve, I will change. Instead of you taking control of that abuse, you be like, let me see how this person will change.
Obviously.
So
Honestly, how sure are you that that individual will change, or he will no longer abuse you, but abuse another person again with the same strategy?
So can we
So
can we narrow the before you come in, can we narrow the discussion on an aspect of controls that we are saying? I think we're focusing. I want us to focus in a relationship, whether it within the home, family relationship, whether it's romantic. Okay. Can we focus on about wherein an abuse comes in when somebody tend to control the other and what
Person.
to do, when to do, where to do. Understand? I'll make an example, cite a typical example. We know about I beg to differ from the story. We see the new wave that comes in now
Obviously.
when the PDD stuff just comes
pop up,
out,
yeah.
and we see new rising of different issues that have been playing through.
Okay.
One is the Smith family with Jaden, Willow, and Will Smith and all. And I read a blog that says
Okay.
the lifestyle of is it is Jaden the boy?
boy.
The boy is
Yeah.
Jaden. Okay, so we all feel like Jaden presently is out of his mind. He's acting like a psycho,
Yeah.
presently because of his way of dress and all. So I read the blog. It was so detailed,
Oh my god.
and the blog states that there was it. It said, Jaden is trying to differ
Okay.
from the aspect of being under the limelight from his father because he think his entire life from childhood has been controlled by his dad and mom. They tell him what to do, where to go career wise. Because we know him from when he starts this. There was this movie that he did when he was young. When not before Carrot Kid with the father. There was just one.
The Smiths.
And I'll remember the title as we
I can't
go.
remember.
He was young.
Yeah.
After that one, he carried on, went to Carrot Kid, and from Carrot Kid, he continued. Yeah, but his career broke up when he did this was it Spy Kids or whatever? It was super something with his father that they came from a different planet coming back and all. So people started to bash at his reality as an individual, and he wanted to do music based on the blog. He wanted to do music, but he's living under the light of his dad. So now whatever he's doing now is define what his father wants him to do and trying to prove himself at this junction that I can be my own person. I can be the shadow of myself, like you rightly said. People let you, they make you feel as if you're not enough. You question your own credibility. So this is what I want us to throw light on more. In maybe it's in the family, it can be in a relationship wherein abusers normally tend to take control of their victims, manipulating their victims just because of.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Mm.
like for me, I would say for any victim, you have to believe in yourself because believing in yourself will help you to control yourself and will help you as well to defy yourself from being controlled from an abuser.
Hmm.
Once you believed yourself, because you have to know that you have value, you value yourself.
Paulette said
Okay.
something. Paulette said something. She
You need
said,
to value
That is
yourself.
what I
Paulette said
wanted to come
something.
in.
Yeah. She said, most of the time,
Mhm.
the abusers are manipulative,
Letting
which
you.
means they work on your psychosis.
Yeah, and gaslight.
Yes, and thank you. And when they gaslight you, you don't even understand that this is going on. You
Yeah.
don't even see it.
Okay.
You don't even
You put
feel
in a
that way.
position like, let's say
You
you hurt
even
You
question
someone
start
yourself.
you
and you go
start
to them and
doubting.
say,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
you
It's
start
like
doubting
you be like,
yourself
okay,
and all.
fine. Let me give you a last chance. That's exactly
And
what
the
these
point here is,
abusers
it
will do.
makes you feel like you're the one at fault.
Yeah,
Fault.
because we're like,
That's the
hey,
thing.
no,
This is
please
the country we're
accept my
talking
apology.
about.
Now look
Yeah.
at what I'm going to. Let's say, as she was saying, you gaslight them. Maybe it become a national issue wherein media involved, police involved, and other
Yeah.
personalities involved, right? And then will be going, or he'll be all over the media, social media, and all over. He'll be like, let's say you go visit him or his family or whoever involved, relative. You'll be like, Bo, this man say sorry to sorry for my language, like, but this man will meet you, or this person will meet you, he don't beg you, do this thing, beg you. At least if you don't accept him, but now look, now you talk all over, you don't spoil in career, you don't destroy family, there's certain at this point within yourself, you feel like you are at fault instead of the
Sure.
person.
Sure.
It's like they are blackmailing emotion, not only after abusing, they're
Thank
also
you.
blackmailing you.
Sure.
Like the person did wrong, and a simple apology is you should be done with it.
That's why she said they have a tone on you. They have something on
Yeah,
you.
they
Like
have
what I would
something.
suggest about this controlling, I
Mm.
feel like as she started about domestic, the way we start
Mm-hmm.
from our homes.
Yeah.
I feel like every home has knocking now. Homes, the only thing I can recall about have the awareness is about this rape. For now, it's hardly to see a kid who's being raped that the perpetrator
It's been punished.
is not gone unpunished. It's left to the family or the how should I say the influence of the perpetrator. But honestly, I would say most that is a great that has like is this 99% I would say awareness.
Okay.
But I will advise as a family
Okay.
create communication.
Yeah.
Let there be an open communication from the kids,
Mm-hmm.
the father,
Mm-hmm.
the mother, the mother, the father,
And
the
the
kids, the father, the mother, the kids. Let
Okay.
there no barrier in communication. Because if there is a communication, maybe through the communication, that kids or
You'll be
that
more so
individual will
alert.
just pop up with that topic. And if we
Yes,
do attention, mommy will be like,
identify
you said something.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it
In
open
fact,
up.
once they
So
are
like if you are used to that communication,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just about home also.
Yeah.
It is communication skill also to the office. To wherever people are gathered, different personalities are gathered.
Okay.
Let there be an open communication. Or
sure.
let's say if it's an office, let's okay fine. Every last Saturday in the month, we have a complaint or a discussion day.
Really.
I want to ask you a question. Have you ever witnessed or been a victim of abuse that has to do with control? Or did you know somebody that has went that
Abuse being controlled. Okay, let me say think. Have not been of an abuse of being controlled,
controlling
but like
abuse?
something similar to that should have happened to me.
Okay,
But like because I had the awareness,
okay.
I didn't allow the individual to blackmail me with his silly excuse.
Okay.
Can I know
Makes
you?
sense.
You wanted to say something?
Yeah, it's not like let me just I want to combine what Eli said
Say,
before Lucy came in.
okay.
So the issue here is, Lucy, you said as a victim, yeah, you should be able to know your self-worth. You should be able to no, this is not
You should
right.
believe
Yeah, you should believe in yourself. So that is why I started with the gaslighting and stuff and manipulation. And then there's this thing that financial abuse is very real.
There was.
Most women want to walk out of an abusive relationship, or most men, should I put it that way. And the situation here is they are being crippled financially. These people, they are weak. Don't allow them to work. Don't allow them to have their own personal livelihood and stuff. And so let me ask you this: if you want to leave such relationship or such people, how are you going to start? That's where the question comes in. Like, oh, how am I going to start my life?
Especially
How am I going to move forward from this point?
Okay,
Where
you
should I
asked me a
start?
question, right?
Yeah.
To answer your question first, Danny, I remember just now you asked Lucia if she has gone through something like
or witnessed something.
I have gone through it.
Okay.
When I mean I've gone through it, I've gone through it. Not like a month or months. I've gone through it for years.
Okay.
And I'm grateful for where I am presently.
But
there's when talking of financial, I've been the one catering for myself. Okay, this is a real life testimony I'm giving you now. Not that I don't have a family, I do. But we're not like that physically, financially stable. I was in a relationship with someone. But because he thinks that he's wealthy, he's well-to-do, and sometimes helps me with some certain stuffs and all, he can control me. He will definitely like, are you so? Are you do that? Like, I was like, huh? What did I do? I kept apologizing. And then one day I said to myself, I said, no, this is disturbing my mental being. One, it's not just my mental being, it disturbs me with my education. Because I'm in college. But since I sit down, I say like, okay, maybe it's because I allow them to do this and do this and do this stuff. So maybe that's why. Let me engage myself in something. Then I engaged myself in something without him knowing. I work hard. I go out, seek for jobs. I got myself employed. I'm jobbing. I earn my money. I sponsored myself.
That's why
So
we
which
call
is a
our
very good.
independent women.
Daddy, hold on. You are mentally strong for that.
Exactly.
Most women don't have the mental strength to think that way. That's the point.
I went through so much.
Okay.
In that relationship.
You're strong mentally to move on from that, Hilary.
What she's saying here, she's talking about adulthood or a teenager who can look for a job or go into a business.
It's about my
as
Danny was saying.
Let's start from the home. Can a 5-year-old kid stand by him or herself?
No, that's a different kind of control.
That's a different type of control. I'm coming. Those are different type of control.
What I'm saying is, she said you have the mental capacity to move forward when you know you're not being treated right.
It's only based on what she was saying about work and ability. Those people can't. So that's what I was saying. The best way to control these things is to have communication.
No,
let there be constant communication.
I think Lucy was focusing on people that, because I said people can move on. We were talking about children and
not just about people of the age.
Yeah, I understand your point.
I can use a typical example here, right? Let's take the famous actor now, Yul Edochie, and May Edochie.
Yeah.
They are both married. May wasn't doing practically nothing. She was a housewife. Okay. You went out, started a relationship with somebody else in the same industry. Do you want to say May Edochie wasn't mentally? She was mentally okay. She wasn't. She went to the extent of losing out.
Can I I want to take a bite on this now.
Okay.
I just watched on something as control as an abuse.
Okay.
So this is what pop up. Okay. It's a control is an act or a pattern of act of assault, threat, humiliation, and intimidation that abusers use to harm punish or frighten survivors. That
That's
means
my
the
point.
victims. Okay, it does not relate to a single incident. It is a purposeful partner behavior. So what Fodet is saying, or what we are trying to say here is, now we are not limiting control in the aspect, we are not saying control in the aspect of kids.
Yeah.
Now we are saying those ones are not what we're watching at. We are saying, now let me set lay a preference on this. Now we are in a relationship. Even though you work, I want to make the scenario very tighten. You work, you earn your money, but I work and earn more than you. The house that we live in, I pay the rent. Even the house that you live in, I pay the rent. To the extent, even the car that you're riding, I bought the car for you. It doesn't mean that you're not working, you're not earning. So, in those scenarios, I've made this giving you all those luxury
Yeah.
and trips for
So like
holidays,
moving on, you traffic out
vacations,
all those
showering you on
things you use
gifts.
so
So now we
much
just
on.
At the end of the day,
That's
let me
what I
just
was
land.
about
Don't
to
I land? Let me
say.
land. At the end of the day, I will be still abusing you, whether mentally. In that relationship, I'll be cheating on you.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yes.
physically abusing you.
Abusing.
I'll
Yeah.
be beating you up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I don't even respect your opinion in that
Yeah.
relationship. Understand? And at the end of the day, I'm taking control in that relationship based on what I have on you. The tone that I have on you is the fact that I provide those
That
needs,
I
even though
make
you
you.
earn.
Wait,
That's their
wait,
word.
Even though you
I
earn.
make
Let,
you
let,
and I
let,
can
let me
make
let me
you.
reach. Let me reach now. In short scenarios, for that is trying to say now, people do not tend to understand that they are even going through abuse.
Abuse. That's
That
my
Reason
point.
being,
just
Yeah.
the
because of
fact that they
luxury.
are
just because of
downplaying your
luxuries.
personal.
That's why. Listen,
So, mhm.
Adani, this is simple.
Oh
Although I'm
God.
not earning that much, but I'm working, I will simply walk off.
It's not easy to
But
For you,
it's
in
easy for you. You
it's
can
not
walk
easy
off
to
but make
identify.
it
What
feel
we
like
are
you can do
saying,
it.
We are
because of
talking about
luxuries.
It's
luxury.
not because of luxury. You don't even know
It's
you're being
because of
controlled.
Oh
for
luxury.
that,
my
for that, for
goodness.
that. Let me hold on. Let me say something now. You are saying in an aspect that
The
the
victim can
victim
move on.
has already identified
Fine.
those things.
Yeah.
I want to make a reference to a popular celebrity that we used to know. May her soul rest in perfect peace. The Osinachi that we knew.
Thank you.
She was a public figure.
Yeah.
She's landed.
Yeah.
She's independent. She has a money.
Yeah.
She's popular. It has to do with fame.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she was not even able to understand or even identify the fact that she has been abused. Reason being, the religious aspect plays in.
Yeah.
Plays a great role.
Now, I am this person. I am a minister. I'm a gospel minister. How will I come ministering to people about this, and this?
About
And
this
I'm
one.
coming
Yeah.
back again
Yeah.
to the public and say, this is what I'm facing in my home.
Yeah.
That led to our death. So what we are saying here is this. Most time we are here not only to cite the solutions, but what we are saying, to pick out those little
Little
pieces
things.
that
Yeah.
people don't see as abuse, that are really abuse. These are what we are trying to do now. Helping people to identify those little cause that is happening within their surrounding, within their own, within their family, within their relationship, which is an abuse that has a mental tone on them, but they are not able to identify those things because mostly those people that are the perpetrators,
Yeah.
the abusers,
Yeah.
are mostly manipulative.
Very.
They don't
So
allow you to see that point.
Danny, the Osinachi issue, yeah. From what I learned from the whole issue that comes up and what the issues were, I realized, or they said, her husband was a manager. He controls the money
Money.
being paid for every show or every performance she
Yeah.
does. So tell me,
Do you think
do
those
you
things are easy
think
to
that
work out?
that is easy? I'm
Sorry.
sure I'm not there, but I'm sure the husband might have said, "Oh, if you don't allow me be part of
The
this,
lifestyle.
or if you
Okay.
don't allow me manage this, you're not going to go for such shows." And I think they even with that, her husband sometimes don't allow her to go out to perform in shows or stuff like that. I beg to be like
They
corrected.
tend,
But
they
let
are
me just say
difficult
it
to
that way.
identify.
So it's difficult to identify, and it's not easy. Like I said, you're very lucky. Maybe you're mentally strong. You are kind of in the
Okay,
mental.
okay. I'm not married. I'm not married. I'm single. Okay,
Quote
we
and
were
unquote.
sometime in the courtship.
Yeah.
Fine, but you see, marriage. They're already married. There is something called
Even
counseling.
courtship is just unfortunate that she's married and it's married situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
But these things also happen in courtship. We
It
know of
does.
of a very highlight one that recently happened. Let us just
Don't
mention
into
it.
it.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Let's don't mention
But
it.
let don't label it unmarried or courtship.
Yeah, courtship, it does
happens.
happen.
No, the
But
Sia
do-
incident.
no,
The Sia
I'm
incident
just-
also
I'm
is
just
another
okay,
example.
That's what
what
I'm
we're
saying.
saying.
Yeah.
And no need to mention name. But whether married or courtship, it
It's
happens.
the same thing. Yeah.
But married here, she's married, right?
Let's
They have to go through this
let's don't dive. Let's don't dive.
Yeah,
Let's
he
don't
won't
dive.
accept it.
Let's don't dive into the status of the relationship,
Yeah.
please.
Exactly.
All I
How
want
does
us
it
to
matter?
Because it's the same
understand.
abuse.
Thank it's
It's
abuse
just
and
abuse.
abuse.
Abuse and not abuse.
Yeah. So I don't feel like people allow themselves to be abused.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm coming.
That
I don't
means-
feel like people allow themselves to be abused.
Yeah.
Like you were saying from the angle that I
I'll move
identified
on.
I had to move on.
Yeah.
If I have my
The
own money,
impact.
the
People think about
impact.
the impact.
Thank you. It has a
About the
tone that
impact.
people don't
Don't feel
understand. People
like
watch sometimes the
It's
lifestyle.
hurtful. Danny, not that it's not hurtful.
It's
hurtful
but
for you to
people
move
who
on.
wish to endure instead of rather suffering the impact it will have on them.
I know.
Let's think. You have to think of your own mental health.
It's not easy. my
You
dear.
have to
Thank
think of your
you.
own mental.
It's
not
getting
easy.
the
No,
point.
it's easy, but
Like-
it's not easy for you to walk off
Okay,
that
fine,
relationship. But it's easy for
Like, can
you
I ask you a
to
question?
succumb to the
Can you put
frequent
this? Can you put this into a
I think this is
perspective?
something
Can you put
another
this
day.
into a perspective?
Listen,
It's
simple.
not trying to understand.
I
At
ask
this
a simple
place,
question,
wait,
please?
Lucia. Lucia, I want to ask something. You all are saying that it's not easy for me to walk past that relationship, right? But you think it's easy
Oh,
for
God.
me to stay in that relationship,
Oh my
enjoying
God.
Can I
all
ask
of
you a
that?
question?
This
you-
topic
That's
should be
what
for
I'm
another
just
day.
asking. Because
When was your hard time?
Uh-huh.
My
Discuss with a
goodness.
friend, right?
I didn't discuss with a friend. In fact, my relationship, like I don't discuss
Okay.
with friends.
How public was your relationship?
It wasn't that public. I'm a very, very private type of person.
Then this is what we are saying. We are not talking about private relationship. Everybody can walk up. We are talking
So
about
my
those
viewers,
relationship.
I know my
It is very
I know the
difficult to
studio is
walk out of them.
So to my viewers,
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
thank you,
But once you
ladies,
don't
ladies,
it's okay.
ladies. Can we speak down a bit,
Okay.
ladies? I know it's a sensible topic. To my viewers, we want you to understand that there are some circumstances or there are some situations that you undergo, whether in your own, your place of work, in your
Yeah.
relationship, that are control abuse.
Yeah.
You tend not to see them.
Yeah.
Now, in any situation you find yourself, it's never too late for you to speak out.
Exactly. Communication.
Speak out, communicate with people. Try to understand the trend of what you're finding yourself into.
Yeah.
Be mindful of it, because I will tell you this: there is no true you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay? There is no true you. Before it's
You
too
only
late,
live
you still
once.
have a chance. Yeah, you still have a chance.
Oh, God.
Listen, if you find yourself in that position or in that relationship wherein even for you to interact with friends,
Yeah.
your
There's
family
solution
member,
aspect.
you want to go out, what you want to do, about your choices in life.
Yeah.
If the opposite partner always wants to control or tell you what is right for you,
Yeah.
at that point, please, it's a red flag. Understand that this is a control abuse.
Thank you.
And please make a remedy to work out. It's never
you.
too late to work out. All I'm saying is find a
my
tone to work
goodness.
out. I don't want to board this topic. I want us to take a bite on what
That's
is
what
our
we're going
advice
to
or
do.
control preventive measures that we feel that our viewers out there
Okay,
should, let's just say, think the red flag they should look on and what step or control mechanism they should take? I will
Okay.
start from you.
I'll be brief.
Yeah.
So, to my viewers out there, we all know abuse isn't an easy thing, neither a topic for a day. But we are grateful. The awareness is now there.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would say if you are being abused, no matter the situation, learn to speak out.
Yeah.
Find someone who you can trust, confide in them. Like, not just any kind of people you can trust,
Okay.
but someone who you can confide in. Like, be relaxed while communicating to those people. It may be hard. Maybe your abuser is an influencer. He make you or she made you, and they also can break you based on what they think. But if you start to speak up, that when the day you start speaking up is the day you start increasing your days on earth, because now we all know abuse mostly ending in death. So if you
Sure.
speak up now, your days tends to extend. You are free from domestic killing. Should I say that?
It's suicide. It's
No,
suicide.
no, no.
Suicide.
I don't mean
It's
suicide, like you
suicide.
killing yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now say you beat me up. From those beating,
Not just killing, just say
Yeah.
not just suicide. You will go mentally insane.
Yeah.
all that, save yourself from those abuse. Speak up. Someone will laugh at you. You won't have a support, but you are your biggest support. You have to stand tall. You are stronger. You are greater than the fear, the title instinct in you. You have to step back, seek help, and then start all over again.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I will say that again. It will never be easy. But if you want to live long, they want someone one day to just hit you and kill you. And like people will be saying your story. But honestly, you'll be there again to correct your story.
Sure.
Yeah.
So speak up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Over to you. Eli.
Okay. To my viewers out there, we know how where domestic violence has become. But for me now, my advice is to the parents, the family. Parents, you should be mindful
Okay.
of the way you portray yourself in the presence of your kids. If you're having issues, try to mend those issues. Don't fight. Don't throw words, bash words at each other in front of your kids, because that kid may be physically, emotionally damaged because of he or she might be seeing you. You have to be careful of what you do, because that child picks up every tiny details that he or she sees. And also to our bosses working out there in the office, whether you're a senior or a junior, always be accommodating. Don't throw out abuse to workers, even if the person is just a mere cleaner or a dispatcher. Know how to talk to them, encourage them. Some people are out there walking past the street, they have things bothering them. They might come to you for a leaning, for a listening, for you to listen to them. But because of the way you talk to them, it will definitely put them off. They'll become mentally unstable. So please, let's be aware of domestic violence and abuse and all,
Thank you very
and make
much.
the world a safer place for us.
Thank you very much.
That's
To my beautiful last for that.
nice. Eli has given me one hell of a time here. But my advice would be there is this old adage that say what doesn't break you makes you.
Sure.
And sometimes victims normally feel like they are not enough and they feel intimidated and they are not valued, or they don't know their self-worth. But here is this thing, yeah. I can say anybody that has gone through abuse is a very strong person, and I admire them so much. And I want to say to them here, you're a survivor, and healing is possible. Don't be afraid to reach out, to seek help, and to seek support. It's never too late.
Sure.
And just like Lucia said, it's better to move away from such relationship so it won't cost you your life. And Your mental health is key, your peace of mind. Without that person, you are existing. So I know it's very difficult to detach from an attachment, but you can do it. You're strong, and I believe in you. And pray. The next thing I want to say, because
Prayer.
Never too
it's
easy.
not easy.
No,
Sure.
it takes great
Now we might
support.
be here in this studio blabbing and saying this and saying that, but mentally it's not easy.
Sure.
So one thing I know for sure, regardless of reaching out to people close to you, friends and family, and seeking support, pray. God knows better. Pray for peace of mind. Pray for direction. And I believe with all that, you can start something on the side. And for ladies, I'm saying this for women. Me, I'm not a feminist, but for women, I see women as the vulnerable type and the vulnerable gender in always women and children. So for women, regardless, you have that man or whatever family member that is taking care of you, please, if that person said don't go to the office to go and work, I don't like my person working, I don't like this, start something on the side. Start something on the side. It gets a CB. It gets a CB. So start something on the side, even if it's little business, something, invest in something. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to do something for yourself. You won't be dependent on that person. So love you guys, and
So you
Thank
still
you
with
very
Danny?
much.
Wait.
no.
Do you
Don't
still
start.
against what I'm saying? Like, woman is supposed to be independent. I'm happy. Both of you here are saying that.
We will start this topic another day.
In a relationship, you
And in secret, it's been fun having all these ladies around, these beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
And
Hope you're not an
I
abuser.
learned yes, not sure. I know I learned a lot from you all, and it's been
Yeah.
wonderful having you all
Yeah.
together. To my wonderful viewers, all I will say is it's never too late.
At all.
And try to identify those red flags and seek help.
Yeah.
Speak out.
Yeah.
Okay, try to go for therapists. There are
Yeah, that's the
therapists
thing,
out there. You
therapists.
can go for therapy sessions, and the more you speak out to people, the more it eases out. Because mental health is real, and it's a bigger problem in the world right now. And we love each and every one of you. We don't want to lose anyone
At
on
all.
any form of abuse anymore. Please, your mental health comes first. Your come first, and we love you. So, till we meet in another episode, I've been your host again. I'm Danny, as your truly. This is Quite Inspire domestic abuse series. And today we throw light on control as an abuse and intimidation within the office, and we try to raise some coping mechanisms and how people can identify those things. Follow Quay Inspired on all social media platforms. We are on Instagram, Facebook, we are on WhatsApp, and we are on TikTok. You can follow Quay Inspire. It's Quay Inspire, Quaye. Quay Inspire at all social media. Follow us on Facebook, and we have a lot of those teachings for you. And you can also reach us. Drop us your comments, and we are always there to talk to you. So we'll meet next time. I've been your own true Danny, the boy with the vibe, and we'll say peace out.
Peace out.
Thank you.